Spaghetti-O, I'm back, motherfucker. Hi, everybody. My name is Dean. Welcome to episode 13 of the Clean Hamster podcast. And I haven't recorded in a few weeks, but I'm back now because a lot has happened. I'm just going to jump right into this because I don't have any sponsors or anything yet. I don't have really anything else to cover, but I'm going to go ahead and just say oh my goodness, this fucking new clout that I have received because of my best friend Curtis Connor and I did a video together on his channel. And I'm sure all of you know who he is. This fucking kid is the man. He just hit 1 million subscribers on YouTube, and I was lucky enough to do a little collaboration with him on his channel, and from that I have received many followers and many new fans actually of this podcast, and I want to say thank you to all of you for listening and supporting me, and laughing at my jokes and appreciating my humor, and I couldn't be happier right now. It's been a pretty cool. The last 72 hours have been pretty awesome, to be honest, when it comes to just opening my phone and being excited to respond to people and their well wishes and their nice compliments, and no matter what, I'm happy, and now I am more so motivated to keep creating content now. I'm happier and I'm excited to do this because I know I have guaranteed listeners, and that's pretty sweet. So thank you to everyone who are now following me on whatever platform and listening, and thank you. So bottom line, thank you. I appreciate so much of this. This has been really fun. But anyway, we're going to get back into it, and I'm going to be back on my bullshit here. I've written down so much stuff I want to talk to you about that I want to put out, that I just want people to know, because it's also, it's also fun to just talk by yourself. So let's just fucking go for it. I don't know if a lot of people know this about me, but when I was 19 years old, I graduated from Humber College with Jacob Sharp and Curtis Connor, my two best friends who I create content with, who I've been doing comedy with for 5 years. And as soon as I was graduated, I was I don't want to move back to my hometown because my hometown sucks. I mean, never forget where you came from. But if you come from where I come from, forget that. But anyway, it's just not that great. Anyway, I had to get a job when I first graduated, and I was like, fuck, because I wanted to stay in the city, you know what I mean? Jacob and I got a place together, and it was cool, and I had to get some source of income. So I went on Craigslist, wow, and I got a job as a shoe shiner in the financial district of Toronto. So for about a year, I was 19 years old, shining shoes of men in suits for money, for a paycheck, and that's what I fucking did, man. Isn't that insane? Because I didn't know it was the 30s again. What? And I would just be sitting there, my back would hurt, and these business guys would be like, yeah, medium shine. And I'd be like, how about just a shine, asshole? And they'd be like, ugh. And also, some of these guys were only 4 years older than me, right? Because they went to school for 4 years, and all of a sudden they're a banker. So there were times where I would look up and a motherfucker would be Snapchatting me, and I'd be like, hey man, can you not film me? This is already pretty degrading enough. And he'd be like, sorry, you're just, gotta show my boys when getting my shoe shined. And I was like, well, it's being super disrespectful that you're doing this, so don't do that. Don't fucking film me while I'm working, while I'm bent over, scrubbing your shoes. That's fucking slave work, bitch. Not really. Actually, that's kind of disrespectful to say. Sorry, I take that back. It's not like slave work at all. It's work. Anyway, it was very, very strange, but I got weird opportunities from that. There was a time that there was a big magazine launch up in the 72nd floor of the Trump Hotel, which is now known as the Adelaide Hotel, but it used to be part of Trump Towers, And I got the opportunity to be a shoe shiner at this magazine launch. This magazine launch party was for a men's magazine, so they were like, oh, we need a shoe shiner to have a shoe shining station. And ladies and gentlemen, on this night I shined, I don't know, 2 4 6 8 fucking 12 shoes, and every single guy who I shined shoes for put a 20 in my tip jar and then some, and I made so much money shining shoes for these men and it was so cool. And a guy gave me one of the guys was like, "Hey man, you want a perk?" And I was like, "What?" He goes, "You want a Percocet?" And I was like a painkiller? And he was like, "Yeah, I'm on like 3 right now." And I was like, "Sure." So he gave me a Percocet, and then I was high on a painkiller for most of this evening when I was 19 years old, and I had to work in the morning, but I was just doing this event because I knew it would get me way more cash, and I was fucked up on a painkiller. On a prescription painkiller, man. So not good. By the way, don't ever take a perk from someone, okay? Don't ever take a Percocet. But I was an idiot, okay? I was 19 years old. I was fucking so stupid. But I did that. I'm such an idiot. And then I went home and I was like, Jacob was like, "How was your night?" And I was like, "I made $350 and I'm high on painkillers." And he was like, "Who have you become?" It was insane. But that's what it was, man. That's how I got to get my fucking money. That's how we all got to hustle. We all got to motherfucking hustle, okay? And that's the grind. That's what I'm talking about. But, who else got the luxury to drop when he want? Because nobody else can fuck with me. That's what this podcast is all about. Dropping whenever I want. Because I don't get paid for it yet. Maybe that'll change. Still a hobby. You know how it is. You know how it goes. Bitch. Anyway, yeah, this new, I'm not going to lie, I got to go back to what I was talking about before. I gained seriously 5,000 followers in like 24 hours. It was bananas, okay? It's insane. And given most of them are in grade 10 and live in America, but no matter what, they're supporters and I love it, okay? Hopefully not Trump supporters, am I right, gang? Anyway. Oh, I just farted for real. I don't know if you guys heard that. But it got me thinking about back when I was a teenager and whatever the fuck, right? Because those were always fun stories. At work the other night, we were talking about how crazy middle school was and how, like, bullies existed and whatnot. And I'm ashamed to say it, but, like, there was a point when I was in, like, grade 6 and 7 where, like, I was a bully for a bit, for sure, man. I was such a motherfucker. I was so annoying, and I would say mean shit all the time. I mean, it was reciprocated. Actually, we've all been bullies at least once, for sure. We've all been bullies for like a week in our lives. For sure we have. Just because shit's not going well. You know what I mean? Everyone gets their turn to be a bully, and everyone gets their turn to be bullied. And unfortunately, that's just the way it goes. And I don't know if you guys remember MSN Messenger, but MSN Messenger was awesome. I hacked a girl's MSN Messenger one time. Because she was mean to me at school, I hacked her MSN and made like her username I'm fat. What the fuck was wrong with me? Oh, and it got back to the school. You better believe it did. And parents got involved. And my dad was like, "What the fuck is MSN?" And then this girl's mom was like, "I want that kid murdered," or something like that. And like the principals got involved, and I was suspended for a couple of days. I think was I? Or did I just get a stern talking to because it didn't really matter? But I did hurt that girl's feelings and I had to apologize, but she owned it. She fucking kept going with it. It was cool. I think we ended up being okay after a while, but her mom yelled at my dad and my dad was like, "Chill." And then there was bad blood between them. But I did that, you know what I mean? I really went out of my way to embarrass her, and that's not cool. That's not who I am. You know what I mean? She didn't deserve that. It's fucked up what I did. But like, whoa, you know what I mean? But like think about this. In the same year, I was invited to like a pool party at my friend's house. And this was like a sleepover, like a 6th grade sleepover birthday party, right? And the kids found out that like I couldn't swim. This is literally traumatizing. This is like out of a movie. They found out I couldn't swim, so they all ganged up on me and dragged me into the deep end, being like, "You can swim, come on." Like, isn't that that's literally out of a movie. That's fucking terrifying to think about now. And I started wailing, crying, and everyone went, "Chill, relax." And I was like, "Don't fucking drag me into the deep end. I don't know how to swim." And they were like, "We thought you were lying," right? Because it's just like 6th graders. They're fucked up. And then I cried and I was embarrassed. And then, I don't know, everybody on earth knew that I cried at this sleepover birthday party. And by the time school came on Monday, got made fun of for it like fucking crazy. Literally, a kid was like, "What are you going to do, cry again?" And I was like, "You guys dragged me into the deep end knowing I couldn't swim. You're horrible." But like, that's just the way it was. It was crazy. Cried at a birthday party. The sun was out. Parents were there. They were like, what the fuck? And it was fucked up. They all were like, come on, come to the deep end. You can swim. And then I was just like, I can't. It was really, really traumatizing. But then I got over it because life goes on, you know? You know what I said? I was like, one day I'll be in a YouTube video with Curtis Connor, and then fuck you, and then we'll fucking see who's laughing. It was pretty fucked up. But yeah, that's what's up. There's new forms of bullying now, which are insane. Obviously, the fact that everyone has a phone, that everyone has like access to just so much crap out there. There's just so many new ways to embarrass people, and it's insane. And I don't really understand it, but like, what are you gonna do, right? It's fucking insane. But I'm happy, right? Everything's good. I gotta go to work in a couple hours. I'm excited to go to work. I got a haircut. I did a comedy show on Sunday, this past Sunday, and I got to headline again, and I crushed it. I had so much fun. It was amazing. Jacob was on the show. He did okay. And a couple other friends were on the show, and they did really well too. But I don't know, like being on stage, I feel so comfortable, and I love being silly because people from my work showed up, right? And that made me so happy because they were like, okay, like let's see Dean in his element, right? Because all week at work, I'm fucking silly, I'm annoying, and they're like, oh my God, like Dean, get it together sometimes, right? Because sometimes I lose focus and people gotta, keep me in check. But then they decided to, give me the benefit of the doubt and come see me at my comedy show where I'm, like I said, in my element, right? So they were like, now we get it. You are good at that. I get it. So now they have a little more patience for me at work when I'm being a little too annoying or like riffing bits or like making jokes when I shouldn't be. Like, they're like, fucking, he's got it. Like at least they saw me in that, on like, just repeating myself in my element. That's all. I'm just happy that I can do that on stage, and I'm fucking funny, man. There it is. I'm admitting it. I can be humble at times, but I'll fucking tell you guys right now, I'm fucking funny on stage. There it is. All right? There it is. Okay? I am. I know what I'm doing. I'm a funny little guy. That's all. Simple as that. Simple as shit. Like, what's good? Like, what's really good? Like, what's really good, bitch? Oh, man. Do you guys remember that video? Or, wait, it was like the MTV Awards, like, back in the day when, like, Nicki Minaj... Oh, it was hosted by fucking Miley Cyrus. And Nicki Minaj, like, won an award. And then on live TV, she went, this bitch that was saying some shit to me, to the press, Miley, what's good? And then everyone in the crowd went, oh, shit. And then Miley was just like, everyone talks about people, and I'm trying to host a show. Like, how stupid. Sorry, but, like, Nikki, like, we get it. Like, you're the shit, and you're, like, hard as fuck. But, like, it's really not that cool to, like, call someone out during, like, the MTV Video Awards. You know what I mean? Like, what are you going to do, fight her on live TV? And she literally was like, Miley, what's good? And, like, looked her in the eyes. And then Miley was like, what the fuck? What are you doing? Can you save this for backstage? Like, that's so annoying that, like, Nicki Minaj did that, like, because the cameras were on, and she was like, this is gonna go viral. Miley, what's good? What's really good, bitch? If I were Miley Cyrus, I would have been like, are you fucking out of your mind? We have a show to do right now. Can we talk about this later, please? Oh, you really want to talk about it now? Well, guess what? We're on a pretty tight schedule because this is a show. How about later? How about you text me? How about literally when this is over? Come on. Like, that's so funny. What's good? I gotta look up that video right now. This bitch that was saying some shit about me in the press. Miley, what's good? Miley, what's good? Oh, here we fucking go. So funny.
It's switch and save.
Oh, it's an ad on YouTube. Sorry. Oh, hang on. Miley, what's good? What's really good, bitch? I mean, like, that's not surprising to come from Nicki Minaj. Like, I'm sure everyone saw that coming. But I don't even know what Miley said about her in the press. Probably said, like, Nicki Minaj. Oh, here it is. Yes. And everyone just cheered, like, fuck you. Here we go.
Cyrus for talking to a reporter about her.
to this that had a lot to say about me the other day in the press. Miley, what's good?
Miley, what's good? This bitch who had a lot to say about me in the press. Miley, what's good? Come on, Nikki. I know this was like 4 years ago, but like, what the fuck are you doing? Miley's trying to host a big show right now, and you're just gonna be like, Miley, what's good? Let me put this pussy on your sideburns. Every time I fuck him, I say, whose is it? Miley, what's good, huh? I am not Jasmine, I am Aladdin. I am not Jasmine, I am Aladdin. I'm Nicki Minaj. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm really such a lady. I rap Young Money, you know, Slim. Oh my God. All around the world, do you hear me? Do you like my body? Anna Nikki. Rest in peace, Anna Nicole Smith. Now bottoms up and double my dosage. Man, that verse. Remember? Bottoms up. Girl, you know I love the way you shake it in them jeans. Trey Songz. And then Nicki Minaj was like, can I get that salt all around that rum tray? I was like, yo, Trey, do you think you could buy me a bottle of rosé? Okay, let's get it now. I'm the bad bitch, he with his friends. I'm gonna say that. I say keys to the bands. Oh, that's so funny. Oh my God, Nicki Minaj is something else. That was like prime, like Nicki in like her cringy part where she was like, asbestos. And then like now she's like dope. She's just like, bitch, I'm King Kong. Bitch, you play ping pong. Bitch, you sing song. And I sing song. And I sing songs. Oh, that's fucking funny. But back in the day, she was just like, ha. And Miley Cyrus was just like, I came out like a wrecking ball. And then she was like, we don't give a fuck. I don't know what she's up to now. Anyway, that got a little off the rails. That got a widow off the rails. I'm a bad little boy. Oh, I'm a bad little boy. Who's your bad little boy? Okay, that's fucked up. I'm gonna tell one more story that I was reminded of last night, and this is for real, okay? I wouldn't fucking bullshit you guys. I keeps it real on my podcast. I do. I really do. Miley, what's good? What's really good, bitch? Okay, anyway, this is a real story. It's the last story I'm gonna tell, and then I gotta get ready for work, cause I'm a member of society. Anyway, so this is for real, okay? This is a friend of mine who is a girlfriend of a friend of mine, and I probably just gave it all away, and if they hear this, they're gonna be mad at me, but do I give a fuck? No, because I love content. Anyway, I'm not mentioning names, so it's fine, but here's what's up. One time I went to a party, and this girl that I know was like, Dean, do you notice anything different about me? And I was like, no, I don't, actually. But let's continue to party. And then she kept bringing it up like a little bit. She'd be like, you don't notice anything different about my face? And I was like, no, I don't. And then eventually I was like, can you just fucking tell me? Because it's really weird that you're saying this a lot. And then she said, I got a nose job. And I was like, wow. And by the way, this is my life, okay? I have friends. Guess what? I got friends that are rich enough that they get nose jobs. Her parents pay for it. Anyway, for sure she didn't pay for that. But anyway, do whatever you got to do to make yourself happy, okay? I understand. So she got a nose job, right? And I was like, wow, that's cool. I didn't notice, but awesome. Like, if you feel better, that's sweet. I would have never noticed. But we were all sitting around like a little fire at the end of the night, kind of. We were all like having some beers, and it was a nice time. And it got to the point where I was like, so what made you want to get a nose job? Like, if you don't mind me asking. And she was like, I've just never really liked my nose. Like, it was always a little like bulbous in the bridge area. And I was like, I love the word bulbous. And then eventually, okay, like, I don't know how it got to this, but it got to this. It got to like the fact that she low-key, okay, this is super fucked up. This is insane, okay? So she was listing off the reasons why she's always wanted to get a nose job. And then she slid into the conversation, into her reasoning. She was like, and then this one time a guy thought I was Jewish. And I was like, what? She was like, yeah, this one time a guy was like, are you Jewish? And like, he assumed that because of my nose. And then I was like, and then you went, that's the last straw, and got a surgery? And then she was like, and then she realized like what she had said was, you know, anti-Semitic. And I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And she was like, no. And then she kind of tried to backtrack and be like, no, like, that's not why. And I was like, oh, but like, one of the reasons why you got a nose job is because you were fed up with being confused as a Jewish person, possibly? That's the most racist surgery that has ever happened on planet Earth. Well, maybe not Michael Jackson. But anyway, who the fuck becomes white? That's crazy. But anyway, I'm not talking about that. So we got down to it, and she kept trying to like dig herself out of this racist hole she had dug. And she was just like, no, like, but, and I was like, hey, stop. Plain and simple. I was like, stop. Because you can't explain yourself, because she's so white. She's just so Wonder Bread white. And I don't know what her notions of Jewish people are, but I'm sure she has heard so many stereotypes because, you know, life. And the minute she had said like, and like, you know, people started to think I was Jewish, I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. And I could see it, like, that's one of, let's say there were let's pretend that there were 4 reasons why she got a surgery. 2 of them might have been because people assumed she was Jewish because of the size of her nose. And she was like, can't have that. And then some doctor went, slice, and reconstructed it. And that is the most anti-Semitic surgery of all time, ladies and gentlemen. That's crazy. And hey, maybe she's not educated. Maybe she doesn't know any better. Maybe she truly, in her mind, didn't know that was bad. But like, when she started explaining it, I was like, just stop. Because that is not a good reason to get a nose job. I could think of many better reasons. But the fact that some guy was like, yo, are you Jewish? And she went, no! That's not good. Bottom line, no. Let's all try to be better people no matter what. And by the way, bottom line, like, that's the only thing I've ever had a problem with her about. Other than that, sweet girl, very good person, and still friends with her to this day, and I love her. But that was one time where I had to be like, hey, stop. And then we had to change the subject. Anyway, I wanted to tell you guys that story because that's a crazy story. That's pretty insane, you know? I caught someone not realizing that they were being racist or offensive or anti-Semitic, whatever, and then made that person kind of realize, uh-oh, I guess what I did was a little, And then I'm sure nowadays, if she gets asked the question, why'd you decide to get a nose job? I hope, well, I know, I'm sure she doesn't mention the fact that, you know, well, a guy thought I was Jewish and I just realized, ew. I'm sure she doesn't do that anymore because that's bad. Anyway, I'm going to shut this down. It's been 23 minutes and I wanted to bust out a new episode for all my new fans, actually, pretty much. And I love all you guys to the day I die. And thank you so much for listening, and thank you so much for laughing if you did. And this has been Dean Hebscher on episode 13 of the Clean Hamster podcast. And enjoy the rest of your days, nights, mornings, and weeks, months, years. I'm out of here. Love you guys.